Hello everybody. Welcome. How are we doing today? Welcome. See, this is still pinned. Let's unpin that. What kind of coffee are you drinking? This is it's a pour over, and then I don't think I remember the roast this one is. I just picked one. I think I have like 4 right now. 3. 2 of them are a little, I don't know. One of them was a medium that the guy recommended to me, and I'm like not super huge on it. And then one is some coffee that a friend got for me while he was traveling, which is like, it's also like not super impressive. So this one's good though. I just don't remember if it's a light or a medium. That's all. Let me see. I'm gonna take a guess and say it's a light. I think. Just a latte? You need a whole thing for a latte. I guess. Well, I don't know. I guess on the axis of espresso drinks, maybe lattes aren't highly regarded. Because like when you make an espresso, right, the idea is that like there's so many different like proportions and different ingredients and stuff. You can do you do different types of drinks with different proportions and stuff, so. But no, I care more about the bean. I'm a bean kind of guy. You need a steamer or one of those frother dealies. I thought you said you need a streamer. Like, how's a streamer gonna help me make coffee? I don't understand. Wait. Is it like JOI but for coffee beans? Okie dokie. What are we doing today? We're playing the game. So, very important. Very important. Guess who did not do my homework from last week? Someone didn't do it. Someone didn't do their homework. And that someone was me. We're still on this map. So, probably what we're doing today is just playing this map. And then maybe a little bit of story stuff. Finally early for one of your recent streams. Yeah, welcome. I'm conversely, I'm late. I'm very late. That's because I was up until 6 last night. So I got a nice... I decided to give myself an extra hour of sleep because I felt like it was appropriate. But the good news is that means I'm basically caught up for my work this week, and also, yeah, I mean, mostly that. I got a lot of stuff I wanted done. Unfortunately, there's more stuff. There's always more stuff to get done, but I don't know. It's like a self-propagating cycle of like, oh, well, I wish there was more stuff that I got done. Because there's always going to be more stuff to get done. I will never be free from my, I was going to say mortal coil, but it's more like karmic coil that I've created for myself. Before the stream begins, react to this. X-Men. Yeah, thank you, Rance, for the super. I saw your super at the start of stream. I'm assuming there's X-Men in Marvel, which is why you'd like me to play it. So we will be doing that tomorrow. Give me 1 second. get a window open, I will check this video out. Also, I wasn't really sure when there was like a good time to bring this up. By the way, there's I don't know, I just thought it was very interesting because I watched a video essay / drama tube-esque video. I classify it as that because I'm pretty sure I've seen stuff from this person before that are a little more, I feel, targeted, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Regarding like a Marvel Rivals tournament that happened. What was it? It was some dude playing Squirrel Girl. And then it's like, well, why don't you play a good character? And then he didn't. And then they lost. And that was really funny. I don't really know what else to say about that except for I'm gonna play Squirrel Girl and I don't care if you don't want me to play that character because that's what I'm gonna play. And then I guess we'll lose for 2 hours and that's fine. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a sense of how the game is supposed to be played, so how was Marvel Rivals drama? Was eh. It was eh. Yeah, what I gathered is that it was the classic problem teammate. It is really funny to me whenever I see something like that, by the way, because I kind of think of, there's at least one video in recent memory, aside from other ones, that talked about how, like, being on a competitive team in, like, a competitive game doesn't, like, necessarily include the best players. So, like, it doesn't necessarily include, like, the best solo queue one trick of any kind of character or some particularly high proficiency person. This was in regard to aim trainers. So it was like top competitive players versus people who only play aim training. Comparatively, the professionals or like the competitive players' aim was worse. But this is all like a roundabout way of saying that, well, actually, the important thing about being on a team is being able to be on a team. Yeah, dude was farming content. That definitely seemed like the case. And then it's very funny how it's like, well, I tried to farm content at the cost of 5 other people, and that didn't really work out for me. And yeah, I think a lot of the criticism was regarding their handling of the situation, which is usually the case, right? Are you using a female character as a male? I could be. Potentially. You'll never know until you check underneath my sweater. Which, you know, you can feel free to do if you would like. I think I heard about that. Yeah, creative tournament really shouldn't be for money since, yeah, obviously you're gonna have people not taking it seriously. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think there's an amount of axes that you can criticize it on. Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's really interesting to me because I don't know if it's maybe like the standard, or should I say like standard to be be very defensive or something about stuff, but I think at any point in time you can just go like, yeah, that's my bad, and then like, you know, move on. But if you continue to go like, okay, well, like, blah, 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 reasons, then, like, people will continue scrutinizing your reasons because oftentimes the reasons aren't actually good. Or that tends to be the case with these kinds of people, I guess. Like, you can have good reasons, And I think that it's reasonable for people to have good reasons. Or honestly, even to walk it back even further, even if you had bad reasons, but you had reasons, like, I care about people's reasons, even if they're bad reasons. That's what I wanted to say. That being said, the reasons were pretty shit. And it seemed very much like they were deflecting to me. But yeah, probably don't be content farming on a tournament with 300k in it. Yeah. Well, I mean, see, this is the thing, is that, like, I feel like if the team is on board with just content farming and you go there and you content farm, then, like, it's fine. The problem is the disconnect in, like, what people want to do. It's not necessarily the case that people care about the prize money. Right? And also, if you were clear about, like, guys, I'm just trying to farm content, then you can... Like, your teammates can help you farm content, you know what I mean? If they're on board. Like, they can, instead of being pissed off at you for not playing the right character, they can be prepared to try and make comps around you and then, like, gas you up when you do something funny. But, again, the critical part about being on a team is that your team is on board. Like, half of my design classes were around, like, getting team buy-in based on describing problems that exist in a way that, like, people will understand and be on board with. You know what I mean? Not necessarily, like, you know, who knows if a game idea is good or bad, right? Like, I don't know if, like, the game that we're making is going to be good or if the game we're making is going to be bad. But it sounds like what we wanted to do in this game was have complex puzzles that require a degree of technical execution to perform the puzzles. Our reference games were Celeste. I don't think that this puzzle is delivering on either of those things, so we should change this. This is how I think we should change it, because this adds an additional part of execution barrier to these two jumps, and I think that that would improve the game. Like, it's about having buy-in from your team. It's not about, like, what you want for this puzzle is stupid, you're a dumbass. Or, in this case, literally not communicating to your team. You know? And instead being, like, doing whatever you want. I don't know. I just wanted to mention it because we were playing Rivals and I saw it, and also I saw that they were playing Squirrel Girl, and I'm like, that's really funny. I'm like, that's me. That's me. I'm playing Squirrel Girl and trolling my team and not winning. Fighting game thing makes sense because it's 1v1. You can have newbies fight. The team base is just a recipe for fighting. Yeah, it gives the opportunity for people to be mad at each other, basically. Unless you tune the expectations and stuff like that. Which also, I even kind of question the validity of making a creator tournament with a format that rewards winning. I don't know if that makes sense, but I do think that competitive environments will lead people to be competitive and like, I guess it depends what you want to showcase, but like, let's be real for a second. Like, sometimes watching competition fucking sucks. Like, it's ass. It's not even a good show. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a good show. So making some kind of, like, bounty style system, I think, would be interesting. I don't really know how you do it. But, like, secure a point with 6 tanks. I don't even know if that's possible. Then that's like an objective. And then it's like a prize pool of how many objectives people can complete. Yeah. Something like that. I don't really know what it would actually look like though. But so part of that video, this was Rima's video, if anyone knows who that is. But she also went over the previous instance of that happening, which was actually like hearing about that story actually like tilted me off the face of the planet. I was like, that's crazy, dude. Like, cause that's in that instance, like, interestingly to me, in that instance, it kind of sounded like someone who was trying to get team buy-in, at least. Like, based on the clips that I saw, like, they were trying to get team buy-in of, like, I think we should be doing these things. And then it just, like, did not go over well at all. So... makes sense. I mostly agree with Sajam. I think I've heard that person before. He like hosts tournaments and stuff and things. Kind of softened that for me. As awarding the winner made streamers like Doki really try. It was fun to see new player meta being pushed. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends what you're trying to like, what you're trying to incentivize is kind of what I was suggesting. So content creators might be good at farming content, so but also like to do silly things like securing a point with 6 tanks. That's the example I'm going to use. It actually doesn't really sound that interesting when I say it out loud. If you incentivize that instead of winning, then you'll have people optimizing to try and actually accomplish that goal. And that could be interesting. But if you want to see people, like, attempt to perform well, like, play the game well, then certainly you'd have to make it competitive. Which I guess, like, in certain tournament environments, it's not like if I went to a card game regionals or something, like a big tournament, 1,000 to 5,000 person tournament, it's not like there's any guardrails, right, on who you're playing against. But again, the question is like, is the show good? So if you watch someone's tournament run and they just played against 8 idiots the entire time, because like that has a chance of happening. No one ever acknowledges that that can happen in tournaments, which pisses me off. Then it just wouldn't be that interesting. That's it. It just wouldn't be that interesting. Like, oh wow, you're beating up people who didn't even have a chance. That's cool. Cool, man. Cool. I think I was gonna try and open this video. Let me get these video open. Alright, what are we looking at? Oh, this is just like literally what is this? So this actually doesn't have to do with rivals. I just assumed that it was going to, but it doesn't. This is just like source material. So, Flar, can we as Lyrilytes get full access to the castle library? No. 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 No access. What has happened? We've just been yapping. Yeah, you have to pay for that. Exactly. You need to, no, you don't have to pay for that, because knowledge is free. Anybody can get knowledge. Anybody can get that. However, you will need to take a test to get certification, and the entry fee to get the certification is like, you know, $100 per attempt, and we also reserve the right to fail anybody under any reason, like any clause, any suspicion. So, yeah. You missed the last stream? Yeah, it's fine. We're just on the same map. Basically, we're trying to get to the docks and, like, we're trying to leave this place, right? And then it's like, ah, soldiers, get them. And then our boy gets pushed over, and it's like, is that Legacy? It's like, ah, get the Legacy. Everybody, spank the Legacy. And then he gets pushed around a little bit, and then Ike's like, I fight for my friends. To which they're like, that's stupid, you should leave, I'll be fine. And he's like, I fight for my friends. And then we played the map. And then we killed someone who could have been recruitable. And then the Black Knight walked out and fucking killed us because they felt like it, I guess. And we're about to watch a video because Rance donated for me to watch this video. This is that everything actually? There's no. Or this is actually the right size. Just make sure that the desktop audio is on. It is. Okay. Oh, is it lagging? Or... There's an explosion. Kinda loud.
Hang tight.
Maybe it's fine.
Don't! I surrender!
What?
Not.
Ah, the classic. The why would you remove my limiter? That seemed like a really dumb idea.
See you on the ground. Hurt my friends? Well, now you answer to me.
Leon Kennedy ass line.
No! This is the clone!
Yo, Cyclops, hit me!
I'm sorry.
I fight for my friends. Yo, this guy's Ike!
You stay away from our son!
Gene, you get the building. I'll get the debris. Stay down!
Do you remember what my inferior form asked you in the Sahara? Tell me, orphan.
His helmet! I must hijack his powers to repair Earth.
Sir, what about the Prime Sentinels?
There is no time. We must trust Gold Team to neutralize Bastion.
I'm sorry, sir. Gold Team still needs more time.
I do find it funny how I have like zero context for like any of this. So all I see is here's a laser beam. The big laser beam. I mean, he's used it as like a jet booster. A couple times.
Scott, over here.
Are you okay?
We're not alone.
We're not alone. If laser eyes was Superman's favorite power, I mean, that was Cyclops. I don't know if I have much to say, honestly. It's like, what if we just threw laser beams on the screen? Here's laser beams. That's what we've got. Welcome, what do I call you? Lahi? Does that work? Welcome to House Lyria. Thank you so much for the sub. Yes. Thank you, Nance, for the donation. He got laser beams. What class is Cyclops? What do you mean by, like, what class? I don't know what class. Is he like a... Say, what Fire Emblem class is he? But I don't actually know what the Fire Emblem classes are in this game. He's an armored knight. I guess he'd be a mage, technically. I think X-Men is probably the series that uses powers the most creative ways. Yeah, I saw him use it as like a jet beam or a drill or... The classic, like, I'm gonna hit my own friend to, like, supercharge them because that's how their power works. I think I've, you know... I think I've seen a few of these moves before, but, like... It's nice to see when they happen, I guess. How should I say this? The entire point of any series that involves, like, superpowers is exploring the depth at which you can use the superpowers in context to something cool. Right? So any series that has that will have, hopefully, some kind of creative use of powers. Cyclops is not the maid class, Fate's exclusive class. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any that I thought were really interesting. Any... But it's been so long. It's been so long. I mean, I guess literally Fern in, like, from Rayron. Because it's like... We're only going to use... in a similar case. Not used in any creative way, I suppose, but more in the sense that it's like... We're only going to teach you laser beams. You don't need to know any other magic. Still waiting for them to call out that Fern knows prestidigitation in, like, some meaningful way. What if I only upcast Magic Missile? Yeah, exactly. But I guess you could say that part of the reason for doing that is, or at least Freeren's reason for only having Fern learn basic offensive magic is to, like, sandbag versus demons. Because demons are, like, arrogant or something. But you could even say that that's, like, an interesting note in context to the series. So. But it's not really in the realm of what I was thinking of. Someone has a particular power, so they use it interestingly. I was trying to think of, like, a My Hero Academia example, because I know that, like, I watched that a long time ago. I guess it's a long time ago now. One Piece. I think people like One Piece, right? That is a show that is notorious for doing that thing. I guess literally in, like, the RPG games I've played. Well, we did like a One Piece campaign. So there were several times in which we could... Oh, actually, there was also we did a JoJo's campaign. Someone who hasn't watched JoJo's playing a JoJo's campaign. But my stand effectively was just, like, stat reduction. So I played a game of pool against one of the other players, except my stand made it so both of our dexterity scores were, like, 0 trying to play pool. Which is really funny. What was your stand's name? I think it was Bastille. It was Bastille. It was a set of, like, biblical angel wings or whatever that would show up behind the character. But then if you ever, like, actually saw the stand, it was like a ball of eyeballs on, like, my back or whatever. It was spooky. Yeah, it's unfortunate because, like, the way that I initially wrote the stand was to play until the absurdness of JoJo's and do, like, absurd JoJo things, but in practice, like, in the game, it would be impossible for it to, like, work. But it was supposed to be, like... I'm trying to remember, like, the actual flavor of the character, but they were like the judge that said, these are the rules. Like, literally a judge from, like, Final Fantasy Tactics or something, where it's like, you can't use spears. Right? So, he could say things like, you can't shoot guns. And then everybody within a radius, including himself, can't shoot a gun. Or it's like, no punching. They'll say it, like, smugly or something like that. And then the antagonist will be like, that's stupid, and, like, try to punch me and be like, nope, can't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, like, taking simple powers and then doing interesting things with it, I think is, like, the core of any like, superpower show. So it's nice whenever it's executed well. Even more playground rules to JoJo's Playground Rule Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, exactly. So that's how it was initially written, was it was supposed to do something like that, but for the sake of actually being able to play the game, the DM and I agreed that it was just basically just a like a blanket stat reduction or like a 2-person stat reduction, something like that. So if they get a yellow card for violating the rule? No, they can't. Yeah, the other example scene that I used to describe the power was like someone who invites you to tea or something, like in a bar, and they poisoned your tea. So they're like, "Oh, why don't you drink this tea?" And then their stand like coerces you into drinking this like poison tea or something. So I would respond by saying, "No, I don't think anybody can drink tea, actually." And then it's like, "Huh? Why aren't they falling for my trap? Why aren't they drinking the tea? I don't understand." And then it would slowly unfurl the wings behind me with creepy seraphim eyes staring you down. Like, because it's against the rules. Something like that. I think it was like a cool character concept, because the guy was also like a fucking dork, right? It's like, what's this lanky, dorky ass person gonna do? Probably make people not do stuff. Yeah. Are there any other ones? But yeah, it just like wouldn't work out in practice, basically. Oy. Okay. Should we actually attempt to clear this map? Is that a thing we should do? Should we actually play the video game that's in the title? Perhaps. Only been like 15 minutes. You're right. We could probably like stall for another eyelash in my eye. We'll probably stall for another like 40 minutes or something. Oh, it wasn't an eyelash. It was like a full-on hair strand. Oh. You can't grab cookies from the cookie jar. A literal rule. There's just like a actual literal gias on you that prevents you from grabbing cookies. That's crazy. Do I have to reposition anybody? Lethy is gonna go talk to the Lagoose Smasher. I think most of this was fine. Thanks for reacting to it. Yeah, I obviously love X-Men for more reasons than that, but no clip could show why I love the characters. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think that understanding why something is good and then clearly seeing that on display in a series of clips is like, I think that's a good thing overall, right? Like, I think some people maybe... Oh, I can just, like, skip this. Like, I don't know, we're literally playing Fire Emblem. It's like... Some people would go, well, it has to be novel in some way for it to be the best thing ever. Like, nah, these are the archetypes. Fire Emblem is the most on-repeat archetypal game to ever exist. And it's always a banger. That's not actually true. It's not that it's always a banger, it's that, like, despite all the archetypes being very easily recognizable, like, the stories are slightly different. Or they're different in a way that's compelling, or at the very least feels different. Know what I mean? Oh, this just kills this guy. That seems kind of good. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, and I think that the nice thing about, you know, any kind of theming of, like, feeling like an outcast or feeling like, you know, you don't belong is that, like, these are, like, real things. You can be excluded for any reason, right? Obviously, racism is a very severe reason to being excluded or bullied or whatever. But even, like, you know, not feeling like you belong because of, like, who you are. Just, like, who you feel like you are. So, you know, it's good that we have stories that validate that experience and could give something for people to resonate with, right? Yeah. I do not remember how I played these, like, initial turns. Now we just have Coco Melon. Instead of having any kind of media that challenges or otherwise has you reflecting on your own experiences, just watch Coco Melon. So who can we have? I feel like the audio got really low for some reason. I had it louder, but it was, like, kind of loud. And then I turned it down. Yeah, this guy. I guess I probably should have, like, marked out some of the people who were gonna be advancing. Oh, nice, he leveled up. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's, like, kind of my reaction to any, like, I suppose, discussion about powers and stuff. Because it's like, it'd be scary, man. I'd be fucking terrified. You're telling me someone can shoot a literal laser beam out of their eyes at me and just, like, that's fucked up. That's crazy. Not even just that, like, haphazardly, you know, a laser beam could go flying through my house wall. It's not cool. But yeah, I guess the stipulation or assumption is that in a world of magic, the people who can survive would survive. Also, I think based on the Black Knight appearing, we're gonna need to have Lethe and the Laguz Smasher go through that side path. Because if we go up this way, the boss gets aggroed, and then that ends up being a problem. Well, luckily, I was gonna say luckily, Lethe can take on 4 dudes at once very easily. Mad respect. Okay, we dealt with everyone here. I think last time, yeah, I like picked up Ike and then dropped him off. The Black Knight is actually a Black Nathan. This is where I say I would be more interested. Some mutants are just cursed. You might not get training and literally explode. Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine having access to fire magic and then you cast your first fireball and just, like, burn your own house down and it's over. You know what I mean? That's where my mind goes. Having access to fireballs. Oh, right, Ken, you asked me a question. Sorry, I didn't answer it. I did actually read it. What is your current hyperfixation? I don't know if I have, I mean, like, I guess it'd be Yu-Gi-Oh!, but, like, literally last night I passed the threshold that I was kind of aiming for, which, you know, I think that's, like, the highest amount that I can do to, like, prove myself without, you know, doing more, I guess, but... the reason that I've been giving for why I've been enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that, like, I've just been kind of frustrated with multiplayer formats. In general. And not so much that, like, I never want to play a multiplayer format again, just that, like, I've been... Like, the friction has been happening with the problems that I generically have with multiplayer formats. So... I wanted to play, like, some kind of 1v1 competitive thing. I mean, there are other 1v1 competitive games that I can play that are not Yu-Gi-Oh! But, yesterday I hit top 5% of the ladder in ranked, like, in rating duels, so... I don't think I can make it to top 1%, but... We at least in one season got to top 5%. It was, I'm assuming pretty good. You can also just get, like, lucky on Master Duel ladder, so maybe it doesn't mean as much, but... Mia's, like, fine, right? I don't have to, like, advance or anything. The only problem is that holding this line is, like, 2 people can hit me. I would want to, like, close the line here. If I could, but I can't this turn, so... And yeah, Ken, this is a blind playthrough. We're experiencing the game. I was told that this was one of the goats, so we're playing it on that basis. +1 skill is unfortunate. Dang, we've got huge dodge. Big dodges. I'm glad all these horsemen are, like, backing up. Because it means I might actually be able to close the line. No! No, they stood on a square that I didn't want them to stand on. I'm tilted. You already met the best Fire Emblem villain. Black Knight dude's aura is unmatched. Oh no. No, the contrarian bone in my body wants to say that they're a generic ass motherfucker. No. I understand that there's probably going to be some kind of like major story reveal that makes the character important, which I'm kind of inferring off the fact that like he's supposedly unkillable right now, like, and if you kill him, then like the game's over. Which can only really mean that, like, he has story significance, so if he died, the story wouldn't be able to progress, so... You know. Looking forward to whatever reveal that is, but I don't... I couldn't tell you what the actual reveal was. I want to just, like, drop Ike there so that we could hold this line, but I don't know who else can. Maybe Oscar can? I thought the father in Fates was the best villain. I haven't played Fates. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say next. Which one was Fates? Who's the protagonist in Fates? I do kind of wonder if I'm supposed to be turning around here to help Lethy, but I don't think so. Alright, Lethy, go talk to your boyfriend. Also important, he's in both games, but yeah, right now you don't really know him. I think is cool. He is a menace, for sure. Connor? Forgot there were mages. Oh, Nethany is like super dead. Nethany is so dead. Should really be like using my save states, huh? No, Oscar. Oscar. Well, I mean, we probably can't have two deaths, right? I think the problem is we need like 3 frontliners, and it's like having 3 frontliners is hard. Like our 3 frontliners are like Mia, Ike, and Titania, but we need them to clear this stuff over here. Maybe we don't. Do we not aggro this left side until like we enter their range? Good is that he's actually unkillable, unlike Engage where you can constantly beat the hounds over and over again. I think the hounds like are pretty scary in the one chapter where like you lose all the rings. Like you can potentially beat them, but it's quite difficult. Okay, let's try not going in range of the people on the left. Well, Mia never dies, that's the thing. It's all the underleveled people that are dying. Like Oscar and Neffany. Let's try not walking into range, maybe. Like, let's just back up a little bit. And then we'll all advance on the same turn. It does feel kind of weird to me, though, that there's, like, a 3-square front line that I need to deal with. Like, seems kind of hard. Like, this is a 3... This is a 2. That only has... But whoever's standing here gets attacked twice. So... Okay, we could have Ike stand here. Could have, you know... I also sort of want to get the stuff in the house, so like I'm tempted to just throw Titania like right in front of them, right? Yes, I will constantly slander Beta Lucina. I mean, that's fair. I think it's fair because she is actually Beta Lucina. I would also prefer to just have Lucina, but I can only ask for so much. I have also incidentally not played that game. I've not played the one where Lucina is the MC. Or doesn't she like only become the MC halfway through the game or something? I was given mild spoilers on this game. Boyd should also theoretically be able to frontline. Strengthen magic up is good. She's an important character, but she officially joins later. Crom, who is the MC alongside Robin. What are those butts on both sides? So the one on my right is Ray, and the one on the left is Narja. They're both from a game called Chaos Zero Nightmare. Funnily enough, I was thinking of whether or not I should change the things on the side because I'm technically not playing CZN anymore. I could loop a gif of Arcane's butt instead. Okay, we're not in range for either of them, so let's see if this doesn't trigger aggro. Oh, I was pressing start to see if I could skip the enemy phase, and I can't. Oh, they start moving up anyways. Oh, no! Yeah, did that answer your question? Were you able to search up Chaos Zero Nightmare on the appropriate websites and find what you were looking for? I sure hope you were. Okay, so they still do move up, which kind of sucks because... Yeah, like trying to... Like this is the earliest basically that we can close it. Or these 2 squares, but then there's like a lot of people getting attacked. So Kind of rough. 1 second. Receive the text. My favorite part about running VTube Studio on my phone is that it just like makes my phone unusable. Like it's just so overheated that typing a message is basically impossible. I have to sit here pre-pressing all of the buttons to see it all get queued up in like 1 second. Okay. If he didn't, he might not come back. If he didn't, he might not come back. This is related to... Some Dojin artists will be happy for their viewer. What? Huh? What are you yapping about? Why are we yapping about Dojins? So far away. I guess, like, attacking these guys doesn't make any sense. Oh, wow, you do, like, no damage. Cannot steal equipped items. How do I check, like, what items they have? Oh, this guy can't steal anything. That was related to the Chaos Zero the person was asking for. Oh, true. Yeah. So true. I was gonna say, I don't know if there are any Dojins of that game, but also I didn't really want to admit why I don't know why I would know that information, so I don't think any exist. You know, the only reason I know that is for scientific research purposes, of course. I'm wondering if I can push Titania into place. I'll do this. Nope, they're heavy as fuck. So Risa's gonna die. Not good. Well, it's okay. Your thumbnail has the word Legussy in it. We can even teach. No, it's Lagooz Z. Lagooz dash hyphen Z. It could be talking about anything. It could be talking about someone's name. It just so happens that in this case I am talking about Legussy, but you know. Like, I could have realistically been talking about anything. I wonder if we're gonna get a Bow Knight this game. That is a stupid name. What, Lagooz? Oh, don't die, Neffany. Neffany, I needed you to be there for one turn. Don't die. Don't die. I needed you there for one turn, Neffany! One turn! I needed you for one turn! Motherfucker. I'm really struggling on this map. I just don't really know how to stop that funnel without also dealing with the people at the back. Maybe I should have leveled up Neffany before we went into this thing. But, like, I don't know if I want to use her, basically. Like, I don't know if I want a different character. I wonder what the actual root of it was, but I wonder if it's an extreme abbreviation of... yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. But it means werewolf in French. Maybe I need to level Neffany. Loup-garou? Trook. Truth the nuke. I know you have a disdain for Titania, but why not use her instead? Well, actually, I don't necessarily have a disdain for Titania. I actually need her to deal with these 4 people at the bottom here. That's the problem. Like, Neffany is about as useful as a sack of potatoes. But it's like trying to get Ike and Titania at the front, kind of difficult. But we could put, like, Mia here, and then, like, Titania there as well. We could just immediately block this. And now we have everyone else to deal with the rest of the stuff, except for Lethy, who's on a mission to get to the Legussy enjoyer. I guess if Legussy is one of the things, then would the other thing be Leglizzy? Is that Legussy and Leglizzy? You should be more useful. If you didn't feed bootleg Mia, I mean bootleg Lucina, all of the EXP. This is true. I mean, that's just true. Unfortunately, I got nothing really to say about that. We did funnel a lot of our XP into Mia. But pussy. Well, that seems a little on the nose, don't you think? It's a Leglizzy, a sausage made for Lagooz, by Lagooz, or of Lagooz. It's... I mean, here's the thing: is that if it is it could be a Laguz sausage, like pure 100% Laguz meat. You know what I'm saying? Could be that. And that could be made by Laguz, technically. For Laguz, could be. And but it doesn't have to be restricted to 4 Laguz. We all deserve this? Deserve what? Oh. No, Neffany got hit. Oh, I don't know if the bonk chat emote even works. What's up, Nico? How are you? Welcome, welcome. What is up? I don't think I've ever gone past like turn 3 since the last time we played this map. Yeah, I don't think bonk chat is a command anymore. It's not real. I could consider reinstating it. Reese just chillin'. Guess I don't really know what Volk does. He just steals stuff. 1 second. Oh, Reese is dying. Still works in Spirit. I do love fake commands like raid Flar's fridge. This is true. This is true. You can have as many fake commands as you want. Now we need to get Ike all the way up to the front line, which is awful. Yeah, and Reese is just, like, there getting attacked. Yeah, this sucks, man. This is the worst. Oh my god. And my text message didn't send. And now it's super lagging. What's also awful is, as you kind of saw, you want to finish this map quickly because the Black Knight don't play. Well, I imagine he's not particularly fast. So, as long as you... Right? You can just, like, run away from him. It's unfortunate that this doesn't actually kill them. I guess it kind of means that maybe I just don't even attack, right? Am I losing my fucking mind? It was 22 damage, right? Oh, maybe like counter hit procs or something? I don't know. I'll have to go back and double check if I just didn't look at the right damage number. My first playthrough, I lost so many times for taking too long. I see, I see. Yeah, honestly, it kind of feels like I just shouldn't be deploying units if I'm not going to use them. Like, I can probably afford to not deploy Nephany or Volk or whatever. Well, we need Mia to dodge here, so, if Mia doesn't dodge, then we're screwed. Motherfucker. Ah. Just gonna be stuck on this map for like 3 weeks. Isn't that crazy? I mean, maybe we just need, like, Ike and Titania to tank the front. Like, they're the only people that can do it. They're the only people that are leveled enough to do it. I mean, Mia is plenty leveled, but isn't crazy OP like my Ike is. What if we put Boyd? I mean, what do they attack with? Spears? Oh, I remember the weapon triangle, I swear. I don't. Okay. And Axis should be better against them. But maybe it doesn't matter a whole lot. We put the Laguz in the front line. We're trying to recruit this person on the side who can only be recruited by Lethe, so... Or like another Laguz, so... So we cannot do that. But yeah, Lethe is quite strong. This is one of the, like, cheat units, basically. Okay, what if we put Boyd at the front with Titania? I don't know if it just, like... We just shouldn't even be trying to contest this, and, like... I shouldn't be putting anybody there, basically, but... It's kind of annoying, because it's like, oh, do you want to... It's like, that's basically the entire place, right? Like, trying to to cut these people off so that they're not attacking literally everyone seems like a really difficult thing. This first turn requires us to play so far back that, like, it's basically 2 turns to get everybody to the front again, which is, like, so annoying. I don't think this even kills everybody here. That doesn't kill me. Oy, oy. I do love how Ike has more avoid than Mia. Yeah, our Ike is pretty good. Leveled pretty well. Which again, to be fair, like I don't know when I start adopting the strategy that we're just gonna like super over level 2 units and then stop trying to use these other units that keep dying. You know what I mean? Oh. Chat, is it a mistake to watch Flaris in public without headphones? That depends if the people that you're with want to hear me talking about getting Legacy. I'm out here trying to find some Legacy. Any homies got Legacy for me? I was gonna say something along the lines of, like, talking about a sushi belt of wieners, but for some reason that, like, didn't really... I think it didn't really make much sense. It was the first thing that came to mind. No! Fucking hell! God damn it, dude. I was gonna attack. I was too busy distracted by the sushi belt of wieners. Why not be the Legacy? That's what I'm saying. Oh, you know what? You're so right. I could be. There we go. Yeah, speed strength. That's a good level up. Hopefully I can keep it. Hopefully I get to keep this level up instead of not keeping it. I think we'll just keep waiting. The mages will show up eventually and do a bunch of damage to me, but... I don't know, I'm not sus all the time. And just for the record, I've been having a crisis to an extent. I think I don't know if YouTube's algorithm likes it when I talk about sushi belts of wieners. You know what I mean? Like I don't think YouTube likes it when I do that. Hey, thank you, Rance. I can take a look at the new characters. I'll do that when I get a chance. Oy. And the guys at the front are still fine. Oh, that just kills you. I know that these are like level 1 mercenaries, but sometimes they don't get doubled, and then that's a huge problem. But yeah, so I keep thinking about like, wait, but if I can't make Gunnar jokes, then how am I supposed to be funny? I don't understand. This is where you tell me that the Gunnar jokes weren't funny anyways, and that, which is fine. Come on, Boyd. Boyd, we need you to live, Boyd. Boyd, come on. Boyd, I swear to God, Boyd. I swear to God. I swear to God. Nobody can hold this choke point. Just like literally nobody can do it. Can't believe I showed up in time for Boyd to die. Like, do we really just need like Titania takes on 10 guys at once? That's crazy, bro. What if we threw caution to the wind and we just throw Titania at them? And then she just like in a fight, right? Well, I was about to say then she sucks all of them off, but I was trying to do it in like a way that wasn't me just saying she sucks all of them off, but we're just gonna have Titania barrel down the street and fucking kill all of them. I mean, it also means that we might be able to get to the house, because that's what I was thinking. Yeah, we're definitely having like a lot of issues this chapter. I stopped by to inform you that a game that came out the other day has a playable flag bearer in it. Oh, really? What is this game? I like flag bearers. I'm glad that it's becoming more present in media. I like to think that I single-handedly all of my astral energy focusing into the existence of flag bearers has caused other people to put them in games. Dragon Sword Awakening. It was going to be a Genshin clone, but they decided to just make it a normal game for $30. I think I saw this. Is the flag bearer cute? Well, I don't know which one's the flag bearer. Which one is it? What's her name? Oh, she's cute! No! No, she has a halberd with a little flag on it! Ah! Okay, sorry. I'm okay. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Bar with a short haircut. And also a halberd. I don't have a halberd on my thing. Hey, we were gonna look at the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave character reveals. I might honestly just call it early. I'm like so tired, guys. I'm like my everything is dying. Right now. I don't think I followed the Fire Emblem official. I don't remember what it's called. Picked up the game, but it wasn't really for me, but it made me think about you. I show up and Flower gets knocked unconscious. Thanks, Flower. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. What's good? What's great? What's fantastic? Nothing is good. The only thing that's good is that I was shown pictures of cute flag bearers today. That's what's important. What's important is that I was shown pictures. Have you seen this cute flag bearer? Put them on screen. I sent you flag bearers, please respond. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have time to play this game. Like, I would never have time to play this game, but I do want to put this on screen. I was also commenting on how I feel like I'm seeing a lot more flag bearer characters in media, and I really appreciate it. All of my wishes for more flag bearers have been getting... Wait, I thought I replaced the image. That's the old image. I said I wanted this image. Have you seen this cute flag bearer? Look at how cute she is. She's got a halberd. Halberd with a flag on it. It's so cute. Thank you for the link. Once again, I'm not going to show my Twitter. I wonder if I can just like turn location settings off. But it's always like, hey, this thing that's happening like in your area right now. And it's like, fucking... Have you considered not doing that? Have you seen this cute flag bearer? Sounds like a wanted ad for a lost child. No, no, it's like the meme. It's the meme that's like, hey, have you seen this dog? Well, now you have. They're not lost or anything. They're just cute. Oh, man. Oh, do you work at Nintendo? Yeah, obviously. It's like, hey, did you know that this thing happening at Nintendo right now? Because you're right beside the Nintendo office. Hey, did you know this thing for Love and Deep Space? Because you're right by the Love and Deep Space office. Blonde flag bearer with blue and white colors. Where have I seen that before? Listen, it's just the modern iteration of Saber. They were like, instead of making... Like, this is the difference. Saber is like a cool anime character person. Like, look at how cool my big sword is. Saber's massive saber. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, how do we do like the knight character, but not Saber exactly? So instead, here's a pennant. Here's a halberd with a pennant on it. Which is very cute. It's cute! Big fan. This guy also has footage of the new characters. Instead of Saber, they look at Fate's other big popular blonde woman and copy her instead. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could also be that, you know. I keep forgetting that Jean even exists, to be completely honest, but... I guess the other way to say it is that, like, Jean exists. Like, the concept of the knight cheerleader already exists. There's knight, but cool and anime protagonist, and then there's knight, but she's a cheerleader and has a pennant. I like you a little more now. Wait, what? What did I say? Wait. What? I don't know if... Did I say anything that would indicate you should like me more? Wait, write that down. Write that down. What did I say? You don't like Sean at all. I see. Jean is really popular if you're familiar with the extended Fate universe. I think the reason I don't like Jean is that she has, like... I think she has booba armor, if I'm remembering correctly. And also I don't really like her... whatever it is. Her, like, head plate thing. Her head plate that's not quite a knight helmet or anything. You want to use YouTube instead of Twitter? I don't know. I can look at the characters and be like, these are cool. Yeah, Michaela has a big, big Brady hair. Honestly, it kind of looks like, oh, it does kind of look like an apron. The first thing I thought of was like a... What are they called? A vest? It has the colors of a vest, so... Jean Alter is really cool because it's basically, what if she was really pissed off? She got executed for saving people. I kind of agree with you on the booba armor. Yeah, and it's funny because, like, I don't actually think booba armor... I don't think booba armor is necessarily a problem in and of itself. I just don't prefer it. It is not my preference. My preference is for it to be a rounded breastplate. Or, like the Final Fantasy style, like Dragoon pointed breastplate is also really cool. I like both of those. Ooh. Ultand, a young priest serving at the Aurora Temple. She's cute. She another support character, like the glasses girl? I retreat once more into the shadows. I hope you enjoy your pointy breastplates while I'm gone. Yeah, clearly we need to combine the two, and then instead of having booba armor, it's gonna be booba armor with 2 pointy breastplates or whatever. Armor that looks like it /works. Yeah, I mean I described this last time because we were talking about the cute knight boss in Elden Ring, which is that like there's how do I say it? Like art has exaggerations. So like we take things that exist, then we exaggerate them in ways that we feel like are, you know, look appealing. So I think many people would say that boobs are appealing. I don't really know how else to describe that except that people think that. So I can't know what to say. So we're like, we would like to exaggerate what the armor looks like for that reason. And I think that's okay. I think it's okay to make things that are non-functional because we exaggerate things in art all the time. I think actually in the same vein as game design and people saying that's not how it works IRL is like the same... It's like the same argument of like hyper-realism is not the end point of art. You know what I mean? It's just like not. That's like a little too grim for me, I think. I don't really want to believe that. You know, like the people who draw hyper detailed armpits, like they didn't have to draw like 5 folds on the armpit, you know what I mean? But they did. There's also the, I think this one was on Twitter actually recently. It was like, God. It was like the what are these two things? It's like the fold between like the top of where the booba is and the squish like to the shoulder, basically. So it's like there isn't actually really a fold there that you would probably be able to see necessarily, but it kind of like indicates the fold of the armpit, even though it's not really there. I think another common one is the what's it called? It's the triangle on the shaded part of a cheek, which is kind of like the light would need to be showing in a pretty specific way to like specifically have only the highest part of the cheekbone lit. It doesn't matter. Like we just do it because it looks good. It has some amount of like reference to verisimilitude. Like it has some verisimilitude to it, and the whatever the current suspension of disbelief of like greater society is a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I feel myself becoming like more and more, I'm pushing back more and more. I tend to find against like hyper-logical arguments or things saying that things should be hyper-realistic, because usually that ends up not being valid for like a lot of reasons. One of them being like in design, that's rarely how it works. Yeah, exactly. Like giant fantasy swords. It's like anybody trying to... It's like we know broadswords exist. Like we know big swords and shit exist. But like a Monster Hunter greatsword, like, yeah, their arms are gonna fly out of their socket. Like, okay, sure. Actually, not technically true, because it's like, in universe, Monster Hunters are like actually superheroes, like they're superhumans. So like you could just say, oh, they're superhumans, so it works. What have I joined into? We're just talking about art. We started on booba breastplates, and again, I don't like them as much, but I think it's okay for some people to have art that exaggerates what a breastplate looks like, and if that's what they enjoy, then they can enjoy it. We're also looking at Fire Emblem characters, which I'm not sharing my screen for, but you can also scroll the Fire Emblem JP Twitter, and then we can discuss it all at the same time. I have a personal theory that gravity in Monster Hunter World is lower than Earth's. That's why everything is huge and the physics are cartoony. That's pretty epic. I could believe that. Didn't your model have a booba breastplate? No. No, Flaris's breastplate is a standard rounded. I mean, it has a gem in the middle, but it's because I'm a spellcaster. But there's like soul energy or something in it, which lets me manifest it into a bird form, or it can go back into the gem. Flaris is a construct. It's an imaginary construct that we have invented. I was trying to make a joke, but then it sounded like Flaris is like literally a golem or something. I don't know. One of these days we'll make like Earth Golem Flaris. There's like soul energy or something is the most apt description of spellcasting. Yeah. The piss is stored in the balls. But yeah, I think a few artists have like drawn it. Like, I'm not gonna say explicitly incorrectly, but some people get confused with like, they're like, oh, isn't like they're trying to like draw booba around like where the breastplate is, and it's like, no, it's, I've shown this multiple times. I'm gonna see if I still have it. Let me see. This is one of my references. I hope I still have it, because it's like really funny to me, honestly. Please tell me this is... Please tell me this is it. No. Put it somewhere. It's not that. It's not that. I mean, this is my old reference sheet. But, oh, you guys also won't be able to see my cursor. Yeah, this is because I ordered commissions from this person like multiple times, so old Flaris art jump scare in a second here. Oh, it's so big. Why is it so big? Oh, it's because I zoomed in. Yeah, basically old reference sheet. Basically for this artist, because I think they didn't have a grasp of, like, the breastplate. Which, first of all, like... Sometimes you have to appreciate... You just have to appreciate the little things in life. I'm a goddamn creative genius. I'm a goddamn hero. Okay. Thank you for the bonks. Like, to be fair, I deserve it, but yeah, basically here I just drew like a big red line arcing the breastplate to be like This is flat. I needed to highlight to the artist for the purpose of this thing that there's nothing there. It's the gem. The gem is the furthest point away in a 3D space. It is the thing that is going the most forward. Everything else is further back. So there is one version of this reference which I don't have downloaded or doesn't seem to be anywhere. That is, there's just a big red line emphasizing and like an arrow pointing at it. That's like, hello. I think even in the like recommission or the thing I sent back to them, I was like, by the way, please draw the chest correctly. So much thigh fat. It's good. It's very good. The thighs give power. I want to see Golem Floor. I don't want to see piss and balls. What the fuck? What do you mean? It's right there. You can see it right there. I'll have to change the gem color to be green. Yeah, that would do it. I think people would really be super interested if I did that. But yeah, we were looking at more characters. Yeah, this is Hiroko. I feel like it's supposed to be Soroko. This is a dancer, I'm assuming? He looks like a dancer. Nope, no gameplay. Sword and Magic. Oh, they're like a mage knight. Or they're kind of like the trickster class, I guess. That's similar to the guy from... Was it Three Houses? It was, right? Yo, what the fuck? I'm so sorry, Tobias. Bro, I'm so sorry, Tobias. This guy's got a fucking cock ring on his hair, dude. What the hell? No way. Dude, there's no way, man. Dude put an act... Okay, I'm gonna put this one on screen, because what the fuck? Dude, that's crazy, man. What the hell? Wait, where did I save it? I should have saved it to... Save image. It's a desktop. Okay. What the fuck? It's not here. Why isn't it here? Wait, what? Save image. Why isn't it showing up? Oh, because I'm in my... Okay, that's why. I was so confused. I was in the wrong folder. Guys, tell me this guy didn't put an actual cock ring on his hair. Like, come on, man. What is that? I know it's a pompadour. I know that. I'm saying, why on his pompadour did he put a cock ring? That's what I'm asking. Like, it's fine to have a pompadour. Just wondering why he put the ring there. Why did they do that? He's an armored knight. Or a fortress knight or whatever you want to call it. I'm really digging all the gameplay, by the way. God, it looks so good in comparison to Path of Radiance. Like, oh, it looks so nice. It looks so nice. Oh, everything looks so nice. It really does look like that. And see, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Why is cock the first place your mind goes to? I don't think you want the answer to that question. And I think we all know the answer anyways, but I won't say anything. I don't think it's important for me to answer that question. Just confused how he got from A to B. We're gonna move on now. To be fair, he probably has to have it ready. Dude's the hottest pro tag. Oh, who's he? Is this guy the Lord? Or not, what's a retainer? Like retainer for one of the characters? Who's he the retainer for? Esmeralda's cute. I mean, I feel kind of bad. All these characters are very dancer coded to me. I don't know which one's actually a dancer. What are you? Harpoon. Wait, so it's is it just a spear? Does it specifically have anything? I guess it's a ranged weapon. Oh, that's cool. Does that replace the javelin or? So, why does she have a shield if she has the ranged thing, though? Does that really matter? It's kind of weird, isn't it? No, oh my god. I was like, yeah, Esmeralda kind of looks like Miku because of the teal hair. And then I was like, I guess she's kind of like Brazilian Miku. And I'm like, like, legitimately, unironically, if you made the teal on her dress like a little bit more, like, more forest green, I can see it. Pytol? This is, what's the keen eyesight? Is it Archer, I'm assuming? This is Rolf. He definitely does look like Brazilian Miku. Okay. So I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I was saying. Personal skill sniper shot, allowing to shoot enemies more distant. Oh, so they have like curved shot, but like super curved shot? Or maybe it's just curved shot? I don't know. Seems like people are gonna have personal skills, which I guess are important. Yeah, and we already saw this guy. This was the guy who was built like a brick shit house, and I was like, sometimes I wish I was built like a brick shit house, but I am not. Character unique skills are neat. Yeah, I think having... I mean... It really depends on the balance of the game, right? But... First of all, I'm gonna follow this so that I can actually get updates from this shit. But I think we're getting a lot better at making the twofold, which kind of sucks. The first thing is that we're getting good at making characters that are bad on purpose, but aren't so bad that they're unplayable. And we're getting better at making characters that are like I was gonna say adjacently good, which I guess is like a way you could say it. Like, the character strengths are in parallel. So it's like, here's the unique skill of this character. It's a good skill, but like, you can use them or not use them. And then people are going to be like, well, the best way to play the game is by using blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, yeah, man, but like, I want to use my armored knight and then have them use Bastion so that they never die. And then I'm going to have an enemy phase that attacks like 12 people. Like, yeah, but like, you can clear the game faster if you blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, whatever. This is my face of me giving a single fuck. I watched an entire goddamn playthrough of Armored Core 6 with someone who refused to stop using 2 bazookas as their main weapons. And if that is not an exercise in just play whatever the fuck you want and try to make it work, then I don't know what to tell you. I got nothing. Alright, so we have successfully not cleared this map again. I do think I'm probably just making, like, basic errors. Or, like, I'm trying to just find good enough characters to basically, like, make it through the wedge. So, I don't know. I do kind of want to clear the map off stream because, like, I don't want to have to load up stream again and then have it be on this screen. Also, we've been yapping, so, like, we haven't really been playing the game, but I do, like, if I really wanted to progress, this is what I would do. This is what I would do if I really wanted to progress. I would go to my choose units. I would deselect Volk and Neffany and Oscar and Boyd. And probably even Mist. I would just deploy 8 people and put all of them at the front, and then not recruit this person on the side, and then just have Lethe and Titania absolutely demolish everybody in the front while farming last hits from you. Like, this is what I would actually do if I wanted to, like, progress right now, which I think could probably work. Definitely if Lethe was on the main strike force, I think we'd be doing a lot better. I can't help myself. I want that killer weapon. I want the killer weapon real bad. If you look at older Fire Emblem games, I think this game has weak units, very early Fire Emblem characters, UF characters be outdone even at max level by a level 1 protagonist. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, game design has developed as a profession, and people got better at making stuff that is balanced, so... And that's good. That's good. I think the main thing, like the main lens that I really appreciate that is getting applied a lot more to modern game design is that, like, you can use all of the things. It's really like, what do you want to use? And then you can make a decision about what you want to use. And it's an exercise of self-expression and problem solving rather than problem solving because only one thing works and you have to find the one thing that works, which I think, you know, bothers some people because it's like they want, like, culling the bad options to be part of the challenge. But, like, to be completely honest with you, like, yeah, I mean, any dumbass could figure out that you only deploy Ike and have him become level 40 before everyone else. And you just have him, like, 1v9 the entire map. Or, like, 2 units. I think a dominant... maybe, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that a dominant strategy in Fire Emblem is to have, like, 3 over-leveled units kill everything is, like... That has been pretty standard. My understanding. At least it was doable in 3 houses and an engage. You just, like, have a hyper carry that does everything. And it gets even worse when you get a dancer. So... I don't know. Yeah, so having parallel options where the opportunity cost is who do you bring on your team? So instead of having 13 slots, it's like, here's 8 slots, you have 20 characters, choose who you want to bring, basically. The trick, though, is that, like, if someone's, like, a little too strong, then it's, like, rough. Depends on the game. This one, yeah. Conquest, no. Yeah, that's fair. I believe it. I haven't played Conquest, so I don't know. But it's boring. I think just applying the dominant strategy and winning is boring. Like, well, what about the effort it requires to figure out the dominant strategy? Eh. Also kind of boring. It's not fun. My personal opinion. So one of the hardest Fire Emblems, Conquest? When is this one? Yeah. This is the one with Corn. With Corn. Corn is the main character. Oh, it's right, it's Fates, and then there's like the 2 versions of Fates. It's so interesting that they tried to do a Pokemon for this. Yeah, I wonder about that. I'm like, are the characters significantly different? I just don't know. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for today. I was going to go. I was planning on going like 20 minutes ago, and then we started yapping about stuff, so I will try to do my homework this week and actually try to clear this map. Hopefully we can move on, because if Friday is just going to be a mostly a just chatting stream anyways, then like we have to progress somehow, right? We have to progress somehow. So, yeah, that's going to be it. If you're still here, I'm going to say, hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support as always. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.